These are the on-field spring training hats. They did drop last week. It was like the day we were going to record, but we just did not
Yeah.
have enough time to get in here and to do this. So here we are. Uh, and I get excited every single year when they drop the spring training hats because so many of them have such fun designs. Like, I mean, I'm wearing the Mariners last year and technically this year spring training design right now. Um,
Mm-hmm.
couldn't not have it because the color, the logo, it all just works so well.
Yep.
But we're going to get into the 2025. Okay. Why don't you go ahead and lead us off again with our
Oh,
spring
okay.
training hats?
All right. Have you met the Yankees? Do you understand pinstripes? It's not complicated. And I love a white cap. So you give me a blue visor with a white cap and some pinstripes on it, you're going to get a sale. Okay. You're going to get a sale. So that's my number one. It'll get dirty in 3 days. I do not care. I'm going to buy one. And I'll find some Scotch Guard or something.
So that was my number three.
Yeah.
I just wanted to like I was looking at this. I was like, okay, both iterations are good because I see what they're doing there, right?
Yeah.
With the pins
Mm-hmm.
at home and the grays away. I think that's
Yep.
awesome, super cool. I wish they could do that during the season because that would be amazing. But they're not
Yep.
going to. But that said, that pinstripe hat is so good.
It's so
It's so
good. And
strong.
let me tell you this, they've attempted to do pinstripes on the crown. Every couple of years, they bring it back and they do it again. And what they do is they mess with how wide the pinstripes are between one another.
Mm.
And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. This one, to me, works.
It is definitely working. Working it.
Yeah. All right, you go.
Okay. I do not see this hat on here. It is the Mets hat, though. Uh, I really like the Mets
Did we
hat.
just become best friends? Wait, you
Because
like it or you
this
hate
design,
it? Hold on, don't
I
tease me.
love it. I love it.
Oh. Oh.
It's so cool that,
Mm.
okay, I'm not a big fan of the color scheme. I'm not a big fan of the Mets colors, period, right?
Sure.
The orange and blue, like, I'm not a big fan of that. What I am
Mm-hmm.
a fan of is the logo. The logo, Mr. Met with sunglasses on, yes,
Yeah.
necessity for spring training.
Mm-hmm.
It's so cool.
Oh, I was thinking of a different cap. Yes, that
Oh yeah, no,
is a sweet
no, I
hat.
know which one you're talking about. That's awful. I think it's a
Okay, good.
clubhouse hat, but no, the one with Mr. Met with the sunglasses. I wish
Yeah, it's sweet.
everybody should throw their mascot on their spring training hat with sunglasses. What, like, do that next year? I think it's cool.
That'd be cool. Not every team has a mascot with eyeballs, but yeah,
Y-
that would be cool.
You're right. But if anybody who can throw their mascot with sunglasses on there,
I would love
and
to see some sunglasses on a Colorado Rocky.
they have
Here you
the
go, mountain.
they have the Triceratops.
No, I understand that. It just doesn't. They used to have the Triceratops
They
for a
still
reason.
have it.
They used to.
They have the dinosaur.
What? It needs to go away then. I thought it went away.
No,
I thought I paid them enough to never bring it back again. Is it back?
you
I
don't
don't
like
think so.
Dinger?
No. Do you?
Who doesn't like Dinger? I'm shocked.
Oh, dude. That's okay. You also like ketchup. So
I don't. The Baseball Family, you are listening to the final episode of the Baseball Together podcast ever, because I don't know if I can work with this man. He doesn't like a dinosaur mascot. Oh my goodness.
Oh man. Okay,
I'm
that's
gonna have to
really
work through
funny.
some things. Go ahead with your next hat, Brig, while I work through some stuff here.
Okay. All right. For my next one, you're going to have to make your way over to the Arizona Diamondbacks because they have a spring training cap that is all the way teal, and the snake is in Sedona red, gripping a baseball in its mouth, and it is rocket fire.
So I saw.
You
So I
hate
think
it.
it's the same hat they had last year. Well, no. So this is the thing. Let me tell you. So they
Okay.
had. I think the same hat they had last year. And initially, when I saw it, I was like, I don't know. Right? Like,
Right.
I don't know. Like, the one thing I like
Mhm.
about the Mariners is it has the navy blue visor.
Right.
It's like maybe a red visor. I don't know. But I got to tell you, Brig, in person, this hat looks absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
On the field,
Yeah.
it looks so cool. Changed my opinion of it.
Yeah, I think so too. I think they're sweet. I'd wear that
Yeah.
100%.
Yep. It's super cool. Okay, my last one. And Brig, you know what my number one spring training hat is going to be.
Yep.
I got to give it to the Pittsburgh Pirates because they
Yep.
brought back the best logo in baseball. They slapped it on the front of an all black hat. I don't have to scroll through and be like, no, I don't want pastels with my Pirates logo. Right? Because
Yeah.
that's all they
Yeah.
had for so
Yeah.
long. Brig,
I
it's
know.
on a black hat. And if I'm getting a spring training hat, this is the one this year. Because
Oh, yeah.
it's okay to only buy one.
It's okay to buy one.
Yeah, because this is the hat I've been wanting since I was a 14-year-old with no money.
That's exactly right. When I saw this baseball family, I felt Brad's sort of ethereal energy shift through the night sky or whatever from all the way across the country. I was like, Brad is very excited about this. I showed Marina. I was like, no, you need to understand. Like when the Black Pearl, in the Curse of the Black Pearl, when the medallion drops in the water and goes boom,
yeah.
when it reverberates through the sea. Yeah, that's what it was like.
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah,
it's fitting.
go watch that movie. You'll get it. Oh man, that's great. Okay, my last one. This was hard. I was pretty impressed with a number of the caps in this spring training collection. Some of them are flops, obviously. Some of them are meh. They're mid, but many of them are terrific. And given the state of affairs with this particular team, and given the need for wins, the way the Athletics have approached this spring training hat with the bright gold, yellow, all the way through, visor, crown, squatchy eyelets, the whole thing, and then a simple green A in that Old English script is just money. It is money. For the same reason, I almost had to give it to the Friars, because that Padres cap is almost exactly the same. The tone of yellow is a little bit different, but the green jumps off the yellow better than the brown does in this case.
It does. Yeah, you're right.
Which is good because they need to sell stuff. So this is a great place to start.
Yep. Exactly. You're not wrong there. Cool. All right, I'm going to go into my bottom three.
Okay.
In fact, I'm going to start with my number one of my bottom three. Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to go with the Athletics and the Padres tied for number one because I do not like that yellow or gold on either of them. My aversion to the color yellow.
I'm Brad.
I saw both of them. I was like, ew, I don't like that. I don't like it at all. Can't do it. Can't do it. And I know it's weird.
Funny.
It is a weird thing. I'll be the first to admit it, especially since it is tied to the appearance of a yellow fruit roll-up from my childhood. But nonetheless, I can't do it. Not gonna do it.
Okay. All right. There's the trauma. We need to get you in to see somebody. About fruit roll-ups in the color yellow. I don't know what happened to you as a child, but we have a starting point.
That's a really weird thing. Yeah, I know it is. But it's been sticking. It's been lingering.
Fruit roll-up stick, so that makes sense. Okay. One of my least favorite is the Rockies cap. I'll just cut right to the chase. I think it is a completely lackluster effort. They made no attempt to be original. They made no attempt to be fresh. They made no attempt to be engaging with their fan base. It is the perfect representation of how I feel about the Rockies right now. Dino or no dino, Brad. This is garbage. The franchise is letting itself be defined by garbage level effort like this, and I am offended on behalf of everybody who's ever watched a Rockies game. And if you're a fan of the Rockies and you're upset at me, I'm really sorry. You need to go be upset at the ownership and front office, because I'm just calling it like I see it. And I've watched a lot of Rockies games. And I love them. I love that ballpark. I love them. And Rockies fans are awesome. But this hat sucks. Sucks.
Yeah, it's not a good one. If I had a runner up, that would probably be it. Because it just doesn't bring anything new. It just doesn't bring anything new to it.
No.
And you're going to notice a trend with my next two that's along those same lines. So I'm going to go with my number 3. It's the Reds hat. Because this is a regular season hat that they're just using as a spring training hat. And I understand that it's not always just the team, right? It's like not like the team has the designers and
whatever.
It's New Era or whoever makes these designs, but the team passes off on it, right?
I mean, you have to wear it.
So, yeah. And I get it. You probably don't want to have a black hat in spring training in Arizona. That's fine.
Fair.
But do something besides your wishbone C. Because that's what you're going to be wearing the end of March and into April and through September.
And here very soon, we will give you examples of what you could have done successfully.
Exactly.
Because it happened already. Okay. Along those same lines, I got to throw the Dodgers right under the bus because that blue with the script is just a BP hat, and it's just a casual Friday hat, and it's just a whatever other time of day we're going to wear it hat. It's just terrible. It's unoriginal. It's lazy. You've got
they're throwing it on everything now.
You have a huge fan base that will buy anything. Why would you keep repeating iterations of the same design and the same merchandise, and the only thing you change is that it has Arizona spring training on the side for 2025? Now, they're printing money, so why would they put more effort into it than this? I don't know. And you could argue that. I get it. But, man, this is just such an opportunity to be fresh, and this is the opposite. So for that reason, it bugged me.
Well, and not only that, but bring in people from the outside to represent your team. Because, like us, baseball fans, right? Like, I'm willing to buy a Pirates hat because it has something I like on it.
Right.
Right. Like I have a Reds hat. I have a Braves hat. I have several minor league teams hats. Right. Like I have a Diamondbacks hat. I have hats from all across the league because I'm a baseball fan. And if it's a hat that I like, I'm going to buy it.
Same.
And if you're not presenting something new to I guess, bring in somebody from the outside who's like, I don't want an LA hat because it's been done. I want something different. So anyway, I don't want the D because the D's on everything now. But anyway, but my last one though, Brig, it's for the same reason. It's the Angels. That's a regular season hat.
Yep.
It's just they're red with the halo A. That's all it is. And you know what? I think their batting practice hat has the gold halo on it, which is a throwback. But if you don't know, you don't notice that that's what's different about it. And that's the change, you know? So,
yep.
The Angels were incredibly lazy with all of their hats this offseason. And I'm not a big fan of it. They could have done they can do so many other things with them. Like the one where they had the California with the halo. Awesome.
Oh, yeah.
That's a great throwback.
If you need a throwback. Yes.
I'm waiting for when they're going to bring back the winged logo.
That's my favorite. I have one.
Because I don't think Disney owns that logo necessarily.
No, they don't.
It's got to be
I have
team.
one. Yep.
Yeah.
I've got one. I love it.
Yeah. So
I wear it on my Mike Trout Memorial Days.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I hope he has an angel with him right now. That's what I hope for. That's why I wear it.
Nice. All right, you have one more?
Yeah. I have one more, and this was close, actually, because there are a number that I just can't stand. But the Houston Astros almost made it with that Tequila Sunrise one that you talked about earlier. This is not it. This is two kinds of orange right up against each other We talked about it. I think this is very similar to what they had last season. It bugged me last
I think
season.
this is the exact same thing they had last season.
They
And
didn't
it's
listen
cool
to
on
me.
TV because this is the one that has the tequila that like the sun makes the tequila sunrise on it. But
No, I'm not
at
doing it.
face value, it's too much.
So wait, you're telling me that this is exactly the same one they had last year, lazy. It didn't work in person or, on the shelf, that lazy. And they're still going to, like, what are you doing? It only works on TV? I don't care,
And it might work. It might work in person. I don't know, but because I haven't
don't
seen
know.
it in person because they have spring training
I'm
in
not going
Florida.
to wear
But
it. I'm not going to wear it ever. So all I can tell you is that if I saw it on a shelf, I'd be like, and then I'd move on. So that's what I'm telling you.
well, there you go. All right.